Hi, Ai! Hi, Ai, everyone! Hi, Ai! Hi, Ai, everyone! I am Aishii Ai, a girl from the year 4000 who's here to entertain and make memories with all of you. Life can get crazy, so let loose with me. We'll all get through this together. Let's go! Hi, Ai! It's so good to see you guys. Hi, Ai. Hi, Ai, Chrono Time. Hi, Ai, Arco Barco. Hi, Ai, Papa Johnson. Hi, Ai, Blue Bottle. Hi, Ai, JP. Hi, Ai, Chicken Adobo. Hi, Ai, Zhao. Hi, Ai, Willful. Hi, Ai, Nicola. Hi, Ai, Honeybee. Hi, Ai, Sagittarius. Hi, Ai, Kevin. Hi, Ai, Grand Blue. Hi, Ai, Lock On. Hi, Ai, everyone. Winter Breeze. Hi, Ai. Hi, Ai, Penguin. Oh my goodness. Hi, Ai, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome. Welcome to this cozy Zatsu stream. Hi, Ai. How's everybody doing today? Are you guys doing good? It's cold out, isn't it? But it's kind of, a little cozy in a way, you know? Is that weird to say that it's cozy because it's cold? I feel like cold can be cozy, you know? We have to give me some mittens. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. It's, but, you know, it's fine. It's not too windy. You know, that's what I think makes, that's what I think makes, snowy, or not snowy, cold times. That's what I think, makes cold times the most, unbearable. Yeah, unbearable is, when it's really windy. Do you know what I mean? I hate that. I hate that so much. It's like uncomfortable, like really, really uncomfortable, you know? But I can do just snow, like snow's fine. Yeah. You look super cozy with that hat and scarf. I am super cozy, Blue Bottle. I am super duper cozy. I mean, it's hard to get cozier than that. I mean, I guess I could have like earmuffs. Maybe that'd make me even cozier. But I tell you what, sometimes when you have earmuffs, it can make you too hot. So yeah. Yeah. It's fairly cold where I am, at least by my standards. Well, don't worry. Hopefully we can keep you a little warm by chatting up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Your hat's so cute. Thank you. I'm glad that you guys like my hat. It's so cute, right? It's so cute, right? Cold can be cozy if you have warm clothes and drinks. True, true. Did you guys drink anything warm today? No, it was cold. It was cold where you are. Bone chilling. Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter, at least in my opinion. It doesn't matter how much clothes that you wear. When it's that windy, plus the cold, it just cuts right through it. It just cuts right through it. When I used to work in the year 4000, you know, of course, you know, I'd wear a really tight scarf, you know. I would wear earmuffs. I would wear so much, but let me tell you, the cold just somehow knows to go through pretty much anything you wear. Like if you have just like one tiny little area where like maybe the manufacturer made the scarf not as strong in that one area, the cold wind is gonna find it. It's gonna find it and it's gonna go right through it. I hate it. It's awful. Oh, you had cold kombucha. You know, to this day, I don't think I've tried kombucha. I always think of that one girl, the kombucha girl. Oh my gosh, I used to know her name. I think she's a very, very funny person. Oh, I can't remember her name right now. Oh, I remember the person's name who she used to do a podcast with though. Sarah Shower. Oh man, what is the other girl's name? Do you guys know? Regardless, I just think of her little meme. Her little meme. You've been traveling this entire month. I missed the snow in Canada. Oh my gosh. Have you seen any snow this year? That's really sad. If you haven't been able to see like any snow this year and like you're used to seeing it in Canada, I'd imagine that might feel like a little lonely. Hi, Louie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, it's always cold back at your time before coming to the present. True. True. Yeah. You got some cocoa mix. Let's go. No marshmallows, but I got sprinkles and whipped cream. Hey, that's almost just as good. It's almost just as good. It's what we got served at the cafe. In my voice pack. Did you guys listen to my Valentine's Day voice pack yet? If you did, please let me know which one is your favorite. Which one's your favorite? I'm really, really happy that we have a working audio interface now. And so I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get one that would allow me to do ASMR, but luckily this one does. So to celebrate, I really want to do some more ASMR. So hopefully I can do that soon, you know? I'd like to be able to do like an ASMR stream. It might have to be really early in the morning or really late at night because I have other housemates and you would be able to hear everything otherwise. So yeah, it'll have to be like really late, really late at night. Like we're talking like pretty much morning, like maybe like 5 a.m. or something like that. Or like 8 a.m. 8 a.m. is a good time. They're generally not awake during that time. Yeah. Da, 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 da. The breath effect is super cool. Yeah. I'm cold. My family knows it's cold outside when I need to bundle up. I've been described as a polar bear before. Really? Would God in shorts in 50-degree Fahrenheit weather? I mean, honestly, 50 degrees is not bad for shorts. But also, I'm the kind of person to wear when I was younger, I would almost give myself frostbite by wearing like cute dresses. And then and wearing like tights. And the dresses didn't like go down to my ankles or anything. They probably cut it like mid-thigh or something like that, and I'd wear tights when it was like really cold and like really windy outside. And I was like, I can't really feel my legs anymore. That's probably concerning. I'm a little bit more careful now. You're a little bit reckless when you're younger, you know. I feel like it's a given. But if you're a young adult and you're listening to this and you're like, oh, well, I turned out fine. Listen, just because I turned out fine doesn't mean that it'll be the same for you. So make sure to take care of yourself. To be fair, you did lose a leg. That's true. I did lose a leg, but it wasn't for that reason. It wasn't for the frostbite reason. It was for other reasons. Now, at least if I go out again and I do that and I get frostbite, then it's only going to affect one of my legs. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Voice pack was so cute. I especially enjoyed the cafe. Yay! I'm so glad. I want to do more like little roleplay things like that, but honestly, I want to be really indulgent. I want to be really self-indulgent, and I want to do my favorite ASMR triggers, like just like an hour of ear massages. I just realized though, because I hurt my finger real bad, I don't think I can do any ear massage ASMR until it heals properly, because even just putting pressure on the finger is a little risky, so I'm gonna be really careful. So maybe no ear massages, but you know what we can do? I have some mic covers to my mic. So I have 2 sets of mics. So I have one set of mics, which is my Audio-Technica mic, and I have 2 of them. And so I can do stereo ASMR using them because I really like these mics. And so I have little covers for them. I have a fuzzy cover and a little foam cover. So we could use that. And then like do like lots of fuzzy triggers. I really like those. Those are really cool. So we could do that, and like little scratchy triggers too. That would be fun. And then I also have my 3DO, which is one of my favorite ASMR microphones ever. So yeah, we could do like little scratchy fuzzy ones while my finger heals. It still hurts, so it doesn't hurt like consistently. Also, Mimation, hi, welcome in. So if you guys weren't there during yesterday's stream, let me explain a little bit of what happened and why my finger hurts. Hi, iCat. I'm glad that you like my hat. Isn't it cute? Keeps me nice and warm too. Yeah. But so yesterday, while I was getting ready for stream, I realized that a part of my microphone was like unscrewed a little bit, and so I needed to, or not my microphone stand. It was I needed to rescrew it in Unfortunately, while trying to screw it in, I actually did the opposite and I unscrewed it the rest of the way. And then a really heavy part of my microphone stand fell directly on my left thumbnail, and it split the nail almost in the middle. When I trimmed my nail, I found out it was actually the top third of the nail and not exactly in half, which is really good. So that's actually really good news. It's not as bad as I thought it was. And it hurt a lot. It hurt so much. I tried so hard not to cry because it hurt so much and I was so frustrated about it, but I'm okay. And I got some Neosporin, and I also got some new band-aids to help wrap it up nice and good, aside from just like using like a regular plastic one, because I had to use like 2 to get like the angle just right. But I got some new ones today, so yeah. Anyway, it's feeling a lot better today. When I filed down the nail polish and everything like that, I did find that the nail itself is split, and so I need to be really careful. And just try not to put any pressure on it, so that way it can heal appropriately, and I can observe to make sure that there's no infection or anything like that. But I think we'll be good. But I am gonna take it easy on that nail, which means no ear massage ASMR, at least for a few weeks. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm confident that it's gonna heal up just fine. So, yeah. I dropped a heavy weight on my toe a while back. Oh my gosh. I don't want to get into like some gross conversations because I know some people might be squeamish. But I've definitely dropped and hit my toe very hard, in which there was a lot of damage to the toenail. And that's all I'll say about it. So that way we're not making anyone uncomfortable, even though I would love to talk about it. Maybe we'll have like a gross talk. A gross talk Just Chatting stream one day, where only the people who want to have the gross talk can come and talk about gross, weird stuff. That would be kind of fun and also very cursed. I don't know about that. A horror stream. Yeah, exactly. Also, hi, Lone Wind. How's it going? Welcome in. But yeah, it's the nail's much better now. When I was little, I used to always play in the snow, just in a thin sweater. It's how I got so used to / prefer the cold. Yeah, depending on like where you grew up and how tolerant you were and how much you were exposed to something, makes you a lot more tolerant and okay with it. Which is funny because even though, you know, I've been around a lot of snow, I've never really liked it. And so the opportunity that I had to get away from that, or not snow, ice really. I like snow. Snow's beautiful, but like ice and especially just really cold temperatures. You know, I never quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing in the snow, but that was about it. So when I had the opportunity to like get away from that, bro, I love it. I don't ever want to go back to that, which makes me not want to visit colder climates, but it depends. As long as I can be cozy and stuff like that, it's all right. Also, I have this thing to where, if I'm too cold, I'll just kind of like scream a little bit. So like, for example, if I'm walking down the street, and say I got out of my car and I'm going somewhere, either by myself or with a friend, doesn't matter. And the wind gusts and it's really fucking cold. I'm just gonna be like, ah! I'm literally gonna yell. Because I can't help it. I hate the feeling so much. I can't hold it in. I'm just gonna scream about it. Because I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to deal with all that. Ice while driving is a harrowing experience that I don't wish upon anyone. Yeah, it's scary. There was one time I was driving a car and I was going to work. And this is, you know, this is not obviously in the year 4000. We don't really have cars there. There's not really room for them. But anyway, I was driving to work and it was really snowy and icy out, and I was living in the south, and so no one knew how to drive in it, right? But I knew how to drive in it. And so I was being, you know, very careful, you know, staying, I don't know, fucking like 6 car lengths behind the car in front of me, you know, and being very careful, not not pressing the, you know, the gas too hard, all those things. But anyway, yeah, so I go to an intersection whose light is out because someone had hit a pole nearby. And so I was waiting my turn to go through the light because everyone was taking turns, you know, using it as a stop sign. And so it was the turn of a semi-truck. So I'm coming up very slow, and I slowly press down on the brakes, but I don't stop. My car does not stop moving. So as this semi-truck driver, who is very experienced, mind you, is crossing through the intersection, my little car is just sliding in front of him. And I just look over and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I can't, there's nothing I can do. So, you know, obviously I release my entire foot off of the brake, everything, hoping that I'll slow to a stop, but I don't. I just keep sliding through. So I was like, okay. So the truck driver luckily was experienced, and they took their foot off the gas. And so very slowly, I was actually supposed to take a turn there. So very slowly, as I continued to slide my car across the ice, I slowly turned my wheel and went around the semi-truck into where I needed to go. And the semi-truck didn't hit me. I didn't hit them. There was actually plenty of space between us, but it was a little nerve-wracking. It was a little nerve-wracking because I didn't want to move my car. I was trying to stop. It was the semi's turn, but it's okay. Yeah, we were both going incredibly slow. So even if there would have been a collision, it wouldn't have been more than a bump. Like, honestly, I was very thankful that the truck driver was very careful and very mindful. Of course, you can't always say that, so definitely be sure that you're careful out there on the streets if you guys are driving on ice. It can be pretty scary. It can be pretty scary out there, you know? Wow. What the heck? Wait, did your old man dropped a grand piano? On what, his toe or his or a fingernail? That sounds concerning. My brother doesn't feel cold unless it's below freezing temperature. Whoa, he's so strong. He's so strong. I can see your breath. It must be cold as hell. Dude, I always think that it has to be like really cold, but I guess it is cold, right? To see your breath, because it has to make it to where like the water droplets in your breath like are essentially like freezing a little bit when you open your mouth. But it's actually surprising because wind is a big factor in it, you know? Wind's a huge factor in it, and I always forget that. Because sometimes I'll just be outside and I'm like, what the heck? Why can't I see my breath? It's not even that cold. Like, what the heck? And then I'm like, oh, I guess it is that cold. It just doesn't feel that cold because there's no wind, you know? He dropped it on his big toe. Oh no. That's rough. Do you know you can produce clouds in your mouth at will? What do you mean? That's such a weird... What? What do you mean? Hi, Jeremiah. Welcome in. I live in the south. If there's a 1/4 inch of snow, the city just stops. Yeah. Which, I mean, you can't really blame them, right? If you have a city that's not built for it, then it's not built for it, you know? I mean, after all, let's think about this logistically. If a city were to hire a bunch of like snow plows and trucks to ice the streets, they're not gonna pay them for like one time, right? They're probably gonna pay them a flat fee to like do it for a certain amount of times. But say your city doesn't get snow at all, then all of that money has just been wasted, you know? And it can be a little bit rough because then it probably comes out of the taxpayers' dollars. So you'd probably be mad if like all the money that they were taking went to nothing, you know? So I get it. Sometimes it's a good excuse to stay home anyway and just take care of yourself. And sometimes we're not able to take breaks when we're supposed to, you know? So instead, the world makes us take a break. They're like, hey, you, stop it. Relax. Just relax for a little bit, you know? So I'll be thankful for the times that I have to do that, because sometimes I need it. Yeah, love yourself now. From someone, as someone from the north, I just find it funny. Oh yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny. I think I was one of those people. Okay, you know those people, right? Those people that are like, whatever, it's only this cold. I've dealt with worse. You guys are silly. Oh, whatever, it's only this hot. I've dealt with worse. You know, like for a short period of time, I was that person, which is embarrassing because it's just silly. But I was that person for a short period of time when I moved, you know, and I lived in the South because I was like, what the heck? What do you mean you got your whole freaking city shuts down? That's just ridiculous. Like, what is wrong with you guys? But then I realized the area I lived in had lots and lots of hills. And areas that I lived in before didn't. They were very flat. And so it meant that if there was ice and your house was on a hill, you can't get home. You will not be able to get up that hill. Or if you try, you could get really hurt or hurt other people. And it also means that if you're on a hill and you need to leave your house, but there's ice everywhere, it's really, really dangerous to try and leave because you'll lose control, you know? And so once I realized that, I quickly realized like, yes, the world is not black or white. It's actually way, way more complicated than that. I don't want to be that kind of person that says that kind of stuff because I don't know the exact circumstances, you know? It's so silly. It's so silly. The possibility of black ice, of course. Yeah, it's scary. Just hop into your helicopter. I've never been on a helicopter. I think they're kind of scary. I think they're kind of scary. Yeah. I only consider it cold at 30 degrees. 35 to 50 degrees is mostly chilly cool to me. Yeah. I think it depends on the wind level for me. If there's a lot of wind, then even just like a nice kind of day feels cold, you know? You know? Hi, Garrett. How's it going? Welcome in. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Shade. One of the silliest arguments Americans can make about Fahrenheit making more sense is that it's more intuitive. I think numbers are difficult no matter what. But it'd probably make more sense if we were to use Celsius, but I don't have Celsius memorized yet. I probably should though. Like a lot of like PC like readers and indicators like give it in Celsius. But I always go back to Fahrenheit because I'm silly. Helicopters give me bad motion sickness. Ooh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I've been on a plane once. It was the safest travel I've ever done, but I'm fine not doing it again. Oh, really? Oh, you don't like it. Is it just the feeling of not having control, or is it the heights as well? I actually really like planes. I think an excuse to go on a plane is very fun for me. It's very fun for me. But I don't often get the opportunity to. You know? Always need to take a Dramamine before going on one. Yeah. Try and hold the motion sickness at bay. I wonder what's in Dramamine that helps the motion sickness. I really wonder. Because I know about these like glasses and stuff that you can wear on like planes and on cars, most especially on cars, that help with motion sickness. And the way it was explained to me made a lot of sense. But I don't know how the medicine works, actually. Medicine is so fascinating to me, you know? Well, you're a Texas native, so anything below 60 degrees Fahrenheit is cold to me. That makes sense. Man, a few years back, Texas had that really bad, was it the really bad cold storm? I think it was a cold storm, or was it a heat wave? The one that like shocked the grid super bad. It was so bad. I think maybe it was cold. I think it was cold. It had to have been cold, right? I didn't know there's glasses for motion sickness. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna... So like, what they are, what I remember it was We had both. Oh my gosh, both heat wave and cold. Oh my gosh, you poor things. That's awful. It was a freeze that covered all of Texas. That's what it was. Yeah, that was scary. I have so many friends in Texas, so I really got worried for them. I really got worried for them. Especially those of which who lost power. Losing power while it is so cold outside is really scary. Most especially if everything that you have is like electricity based. Like when a few weeks ago, my power went out. Luckily, I have a gas fireplace, and so I was able to sit in front of that and stay nice and warm. So I was very, very lucky, very, very lucky. But yeah, so the glasses, the motion sickness glasses. So how those work are, so it's a pair of glasses that you wear that has liquid in it, and so when the car moves, the liquid is like balanced with whatever movement that is. And I believe the explanation for why it works is because when you're in a car, obviously you're stationary, right? You're stationary, but then everything you see around you is moving, and everything's like, you know, kind of moving side to side, and you're obviously moving forward, you know? And so what the glasses do is it helps create like some, I guess, a little bit of like normalcy within your direct eye vision close to you that helps like equalize like the balance. Because I believe why you feel motion sick is like has to do with balance stuff. Yeah, I believe that's how it works. So yeah. Ready to jump down a dimenhydrate rabbit hole over here, but the biochem would probably bore most people. That's right. Kat, you know a lot about different kinds of medicines and science, right? So with these glasses, can I finally play it on my Switch in the car? You should be able to, yes. I believe that's how it was marketed. It was like partially just for motion car, and then also for people who want to like read books or something, or like whatever in the car. What are these glasses called? I think they're just called like motion sickness glasses. Let me see if I look it up. Motion sickness glasses. Yeah, there you go. Motion sickness glasses. There's yeah, they're like $10. But I heard that it works. That it works. I don't know anyone personally who's tried it, but I've seen a lot of people say that it's helped them a lot. Yeah, maybe give it a try sometime. The feeling of having no warmth and power, that is so sad and scary. Right. It is scary. It's very scary. Texas got a cold storm so that families died. Oh my God. That's really sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. Being stuck in cold weather in a historically hot area must be awful since nobody has. Of course not. Why would you have like a bunch of like winter coats if you live in a place like Texas or like Florida, right? That just feels silly. You know? Hi, Kirill. Welcome in. Certainly not fashionable though. No, the glasses aren't very fashionable, but like you're using them in the car, right? So should be fine. I do sillier things in the car. I'm sure people give me funny looks when they look over, and that's okay. I'm having my best life. I'm living my best life, you know? Motion sickness, as I understand it, comes from your brain receiving mixed signals about how the body is moving. Makes sense. The only times I get motion sickness is in the backseat of a car while driving someone. Oh, well, someone's driving that you don't trust the driving. Ah. The only time I've ever gotten motion... Okay, no. There's 2 instances where I've ever gotten motion sickness. One was just because... VR, which is very common. It's very common to get motion sickness in VR. However, if I there's a few things that I do that kind of helps with it a little bit. Like one, this is important. I don't know why, but I have to have like a full stomach. Like I have to eat like until I'm satisfied before I do VR. Otherwise, if I start playing VR on an empty stomach, for some reason, it makes me feel a lot sicker, a lot quicker. Like we're talking like within like 45 minutes, I'm feeling sick. So I always have to eat. I don't know why, but I always have to eat. And then 2, the more times in a row like more days in a row that I play VR, the better it gets too. So like if I were to like for example, I haven't played in VR for, gosh, I don't know. I think it's been over a year now, actually. That's crazy. But yeah, so if I haven't played in VR, you know, in a year, and I suddenly pick it up now, I'm probably gonna feel a little motion sick after a couple of hours. However, if I play it the next day, then I will feel much better. And then usually if I play it about like 3 times in a row or 3 times within the same week, almost all of my motion sickness has gone away as long as I make sure to eat, which is very nice. There have been times where I've played in VR for over 6 hours. And then I would do that several days in a row. There was a period in time where I went into work and I felt like I was still wearing my VR headset because I was playing so much of it at the time. I just felt like I still had it on my face. I was going through a really hard time in my real life, and so I was kind of using VR to kind of like for some escapism. And so I was playing it so often, I just felt like I was always in VR for like a day. I think I also didn't get a lot of sleep that night before. I explained it to my my manager at work. And he was the cool manager, and so he got it, and he's like, I understand how that is, and like compared it to another similar experience. He was very nice. I hope he's doing well. He wanted to open a bar. He wanted to open a little family bar and like have a whole community, but he was worried about financial stability, and he had some like family members in which wanted to support him like in his business. Like they're like, dude, I will start this with you. Dude, I will invest this with you. Like I will help, but they made a very, very solid rule. They said, hey, if you do this, like if we do this, you have to quit your job because we know you. If you don't quit your job, then you're not going to be able to put 100% of it into this, and it's not going to go well, and we're not going to do it unless you're willing to commit. You have to commit. You have to take the risk. And so I don't know if he ever did. I don't know if he ever did. Maybe I'll reach out sometime. But yeah, I hope he's doing well. Hope he's doing well. Ooh, snow jackets. Aren't those the jackets that have like really good insulation and then like the kind of the plasticky material on the outside so that the snow doesn't get in? I think. Maybe. Oh, and then the other time that I've gotten motion sick was playing. Oh, what is that game called? The game where it's it's the game where you're doing a bunch of parkour. Man, what is that game called? I was playing it and almost everything is in like first person and stuff like that. Mirror's Edge. Yes, Mirror's Edge. Thank you. Mirror's Edge. I was playing Mirror's Edge, and like a couple hours into me playing it, I started getting freaking motion sick, and that's the first time it's ever happened on a video game ever. But I guess just because it was like very first person, very much like immersive, I was like, oh, my brain, I'm in this game. And then of course I'm sitting in a chair, and this character's moving all around doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Man, oh man, yeah, that was the only game that has ever, to this day, ever given me motion sickness. Might have been all the motion blur and bloom too. See, that doesn't bother me in any other game though. Not any other game. I never turn off motion blur and I never turn off bloom on games. I always leave it on. But I know a lot of friends who turned it off because they experience motion sickness. But I never do. So of course I didn't turn it off. Why would I? Motion sickness with Shadow of the Colossus. Ooh, interesting. I really liked that game. I really liked that game. I never finished it, but I enjoyed it a lot. It was a cool concept. I feel like it kind of got to the point though where it felt a little bit repetitive. Maybe that's why I stopped playing, but I only got a few Colossi done. I don't know. You often turn off motion blur because you don't like how it looks. Oh yeah? That makes sense. I turn it off because I'm a tryhard and it hampers my aim. No, that's fair. That's fair. First time I experienced motion sickness in my entire life was from Perfect Dark. After that, I've been somewhat used to it in games. Nice, nice. I can imagine your coworkers seeing you walk in groping around like you had a VR. No, it wasn't like that. It just felt like I had like something on my face, because when you spend like hours like having a VR headset like pressed into your face a little bit, you know, you kind of get used to how it feels, because it feels normal at that point. You don't even like, at a certain point in VR, you just forget that you have it on, because you're having such a good time and you're immersed in the situation. But it felt like it was still pressed into my face. So I'd keep like feeling like it was there, and I'd go and move my hand up to like touch my face. I'm like, what the heck? I'm in real life. I'm in real life. Can anyone describe motion sickness to me? I recently got to play VR, but never got motion sickness from it. It's hard to describe. How would you guys describe motion sickness? Have you ever heard of Phantom Touch? Yes, I have. Phantom Touch is super cool. I feel like that's one of the things that makes ASMR so immersive as well. Especially if you're a visual kind of ASMR person. The Phantom Touch of like them putting their hand out towards like the camera and like, I don't know, like brushing your hair away or something. It's awesome. I love that. It's such a little interesting thing that our brain does, you know? You're still in VR, you need to wake up. Oh my God. If I was in VR this whole time, I don't know what I'd do about that. It's a little too much. It's a little too much. Did you have VR marks? No marks on my face. The most dangerous thing about VR is how if you're thinking, you feel the effects of a lot less. Be fine in VR chat, then take the headset off and whoa, better take it easy. Oh, when you're drinking, yes. Oh my gosh, drinking in VR is so fun. But yes, you do have to be careful. You do have to be careful because definitely when you're drinking in VR, you feel it a little less. And maybe just because like, you're distracted, right? With like everything you're consuming within VR. But yeah, once you take it off, there was one time, oh man, I attended a VR virtual prom because I never got to go when I was younger. Also, Agiv, hi, welcome in. I was drinking, and yes, it can be a risky combo for many reasons. One, it can be risky because where are you putting your drink, and are you putting it in a place where you cannot hit it? So I had to make sure that my drink was in a very, very particular place in an area where I couldn't hit it. And then, you know, whenever I'd want to drink more, I'd have to like, you know, take off my headset and go and drink some. But yeah, getting up to like go to the bathroom was a little difficult because, you know, you're hanging out in VR and stuff and you're like, whoa, oh man, everything's a little spinny. But it's fun though. It's fun drinking in VR. It's so fun. Maybe one day I can get a 3D model, and I'll bring some friends together for a drinking stream and we'll all get drunk and just share our silliness with you guys. That would be fun. That would be fun. Maybe one day. That is a long off goal of mine. There are other things I'd like to do in the meantime, you know? Motion sickness is kind of like tummy hurts plus slightly dizzy. Yeah, slightly dizzy and like, but not even like dizzy in the normal way, like dizzy in like your mind or like, yeah, it's just like when you're dizzy, you're like, whoa. It kind of feels like the front of your head is dizzy, but like motion sickness feels like the middle of your head is dizzy, if that makes sense. It's hard to describe. It's a different kind of dizziness. It's very strange. It's very strange. Did you watch any cool VR videos? No, I'm a social VR kind of person, so I would play like VR chat and stuff like that. That's what I like to do, you know? I wouldn't even try drinking with VR. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Yeah, it can be not great. You gotta be careful. Socialize with people and not have to deal with the cab/Uber. Right, exactly. And a lot cheaper. Yeah, because you can drink at home. It's so nice. That's why I liked like drinking in VR chat and stuff like that, because yeah, I can just be at home where I'm nice and safe and comfy and cozy. The only thing though, oh man, here's the only thing. Hi, Jamie, welcome in. The only thing though is like I get overheated really easily. And in VR, you you usually don't want to have a bunch of sound going on in the background. And two, since you know you're playing VR, and in the case of like you're drinking, you don't want to have the window open to disturb your neighbors, so it gets really hot in the room really fast. So like it can be really uncomfortable. So oh man, okay, so here I'll tell you guys this, okay? I'll tell you guys this. Hi Ayash. So so this morning I was listening to Mia's new show. Was it called Behind the Waves? It's her podcast, like kind of little talk show where she brings on guests, and she was speaking with Lucian, and they were talking about Beneath the Waves. Thank you, Beneath the Waves. They were talking about what they wear while they're streaming, and they're talking about how there's oftentimes they won't wear much clothing at all. And Lucian was saying that there are times where like she would just wear one article of clothing at all, and it reminded me so much, and I was like falling asleep, so I couldn't write it in the chat, but it reminded me so much of when I used to play VR, because I would get so hot. I would wear barely any clothes in VR. I would wear, because I had foot trackers, I would wear shoes, so I'd wear socks. And I'd wear a sports bra and like underwear. And so, but then I'd have like a strap around my waist too, because I had full body tracking. So I had like a strap around my waist. I had freaking controllers in my hand. I had the headset on my head, and then I had my shoes on with socks. So I'd just be like mostly naked, and it sucked because I would be really hot, and so I'd like open the window, but I'd have to keep the blinds shut because I was like pretty much naked. But it was so hot. And that's the downside. That's the downside to doing like VR chat drinking, because I get hot really fast in VR. One, from my PC, and two, from like moving around. Just standing generates a lot of like energy, you know? And yeah, so I get really, really sweaty. So like at the end of a VR chat drinking night, I would just like peel off my freaking headset. I'd be so sweaty. I'd be so sweaty and so drunk, and I'd be like, oh man, I gotta take a shower tomorrow. I'm too drunk to take a shower today. And then I just like drink a bunch of water, eat some food, and then go to bed. So that's the downside. At least at an in-person bar, I won't be dripping with freaking sweat. So yeah, it's kind of funny I'm talking about this while it's all cold and snowy over here. Yeah. Washing the face pad the next day, be like, man, oh my god, yes, it would get gross. I literally bought a one of those face pads that were cleanable, because before it was just the foam one, which really sucks, and it's you can't really clean that. But I got one of the like the more leathery ones or whatever, so that way I could properly clean it, because it would get gross. Yeah, the detachable face pads. Yeah, you have to get those so that way you can clean them, because otherwise it's not good. I'm a sweaty girl, what can I say? I am what I am. There's no point in trying to hide it, you know? It is what it is. We all sweat, you know? Anyway, how did we get on this topic? I don't even know. This is what happens during our Just Chatting Zatsu streams. We just talk about what the heck ever. You have box fans blowing directly on you while playing Beat Saber. Oh yeah, you have to. I don't think I could do Beat Saber on stream. That's I also just don't have the space for it at all. I do not have the space for it. It'd be really cool if one day though. This is like long term, right? Like maybe one day, but maybe not ever. Like I would really like to go to a VR like mocap studio and do a live concert. a live 3D concert with you guys, and do that, because I used to dance quite a bit, and I used to memorize a lot of choreography, both like taught to me and on my own. So I'm a pretty good dancer. So it'd be really fun to be able to like perform like singing and dancing together. But that might be a little difficult. I feel like where I am currently with like my singing and stamina and my dancing, well, one, I need to practice a lot beforehand, but two, I would have to like, I feel like I would need to do some songs to where I sang live and did simple dances, and other songs where I had a track come in and sing like a pre-recorded track and dance just for that, because some of the dances I like a lot are really intensive, and I just don't have any practice at all with dancing and singing at the same time. I'd have to like get an instructor specifically for that, which sounds like a lot. So I think I'd probably just opt to do some live vocals and then some pre-recorded vocals, and then do dancing for both, some intense and not intense. Yeah, that would be really fun. That would be really fun. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. I need to increase my stamina. Gotta go to the gym. Gotta go to the gym. Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. One day, definitely. You'll get there. First is the VR drug days. True, true. I'd have to figure out if I could even do it at all here. Like VR. So my it's just that my office is really, really small. I guess I could do it. I could do it here. I just wouldn't have a lot of space to walk around, which is fine. I don't need to dance in here. Yeah, I'd probably be fine. If I had like an air conditioner in here too, I could stay nice and cool. It'll be a little loud, but that's okay. That's okay. 3D Ai, I'm down to let that dream come true into a reality, but baby steps considering what you said. Yeah, baby steps. Getting a 3D model is expensive. And there are cheaper ways to do it, but I mean, with the kind of person that I am, I want to work my ass off and try and accomplish a lot so that I can make have a 3D model that's one-to-one with my 2D model, you know? That's one of my favorite things is, man, is just seeing 3D models that are like one-to-one with their 2D. Like Yoki, Inami Yoki's 3D stream, her 3D model's absolutely gorgeous. But we're talking thousands of dollars for a 3D model such as that. So definitely something way in the future. Yeah. For now, I have some other fun little plans, so you guys can look forward to that. Yeah. The one thing I can't do at all is dancing, not because I can't hear the beat since I play instruments. I just don't know what to do when I hear the beat. That's fair, yeah. Learning to dance if you've never danced before can be a little bit tricky. Also, hi, Dante. Welcome in, welcome in. Here's hoping for 3D Ai in the future. Yeah, one day, one day. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Even if it never happens, like, I don't mind. I like being able to, like, spend time with you guys and do all sorts of stuff and create all sorts of, like, really fun content, honestly. But hey, maybe one day, right? Maybe one day. Yoki's model's on point. Right. Yeah, you do need a lot of space when you're dancing. Watching a live concert from an anime and the singer, she could sprint across a huge stage, sing and point at fans, run to the other side, sing more, and not sound out of breath at all. It's almost intimidating how fit that is. Yeah, that's amazing. That is, gosh. That is someone who has truly spent a lot of time working on those skills. Like, man, if you guys have ever tried just like learning a quick like TikTok dance, you're probably going to be exhausted by the end of it. Now imagine doing a full choreographed like fucking dance, right? And then like you fucking like, you go from squatting to standing, you know, you spin around while not getting dizzy, you know, you'll land it all while like singing and stuff like that. Like it's truly amazing. And then not only that, but you have to sing well. When you're moving around and bouncing around, your voice is going to do all sorts of weird stuff, and you have to make sure that you can like still sound good. And then not only that, but if you're performing live, you want to like connect with your audience too. which means that not only are you doing all those things I just said, but you're also going to be looking into the crowd, trying to make this connection, make these fun memories, and like make sure that it's a really fun experience. Not just that your singing and dancing is good, but that it's a fun experience. That's really, really, really hard. And it often takes people like years and years of practice, which is why, like, man, whenever I think about like idols, right? You know, we can talk about really any kind of idol, but anyone who like spends most of their time just like singing and performing, some people like, I don't know, I feel like people don't give them enough credit, right? Because it's really hard. Sure, you're a person and then your only job is to like to sing and dance and look nice and, you know, maintain a good reputation. But you have to consider all that goes into that. Singing's hard. And then singing while live is hard. Singing while dancing while live is hard. Dancing is hard, you know, making sure that like, you know, you're doing things that are good for your career is hard. It's very, very hard, all while being under the spotlight and everyone's staring at you. Everyone's judging everything you do. Everyone is tearing apart every single word that you've ever said and construing it into something that fits their narrative. It's a really, really hard job. Really hard. And like, whenever I see idols out there with a big smile on their face, laughing and having fun, it makes me really glad because it makes me worry a little bit less about them because it's so hard. But if this makes them happy and they're having a good time with it and they're able to balance it, then that's ideal. That's perfect. And then I'm really impressed by like VTubers too, who like do all that stuff plus streaming. That's so much. That's so much. Like, wow. Like, sure, of course you have teams behind you because it'd be impossible otherwise. But like, gosh, some people are so amazing. They're so amazing. Goodness gracious. Absorbing all that shock in your legs and abs to keep your vocals smooth is insane. Seriously underestimated. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Just remember that humans evolved as endurance predators that can out-endure wild animals. Practice hard enough and put that ability to use. Yes. Put your mind to it. You can do it. Just take some time and a lot of effort. That dance pressure and the athleticism and vocals makes it very impressive. Yes, agreed. Agreed. I really started to appreciate idols when I tried to copy a routine. Right? Yeah. When I first started to do that when I was younger, that really opened my eyes up. And then I learned more and more about just everything. And I was like, wow, they're amazing. They're amazing. Don't forget band members as well. Oh yeah, absolutely. Anybody in the entertainment sphere works really, really hard. It's tough. It's tough. That includes the inexplicable urge to stream naked, apparently. Listen. VTubers do what VTubers do, you know? Oh, you damaged your voice. I'm sorry to hear that. You can still endurance sing? Yo! That's so cool. That's so cool. I remember back in the day when fans wanted to become idols or their favorite band members. Those were the days. Oh, absolutely. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, so much of us do that still to this day, right? Still to this day? Oh, yeah. I mean, how many of you guys started doing something because you were inspired by someone else? Probably a lot of you, right? And, you know, there's a lot of beauty in like seeing someone else do something and be like, oh my God, I want to do that too. And then there's beauty in seeing how hard it is. How hard it is. And then sitting down and realizing, do I want to still do this actually? Now that I understand how hard it is everything that I get out of this thing worth all the effort and all of the hardship, right? That's the question right there. But like, if you truly, truly love something, then like, you're gonna get through it and you're gonna find great things in the hardships, you know? And that's what it's about. And I think I think it's really good for people to practice different things or try different things that they like, you know? You know? Because who knows, you just might like it. And if you realize that, you know what? That thing that I like a lot, it's really hard and I like it, but I don't like it enough to keep doing it if it's going to be this difficult, you know? And that's okay. It doesn't, like, some people get worried that it means that they're like a failure or something. No, you just learn something about yourself. You learn something about how you like or don't like certain things. Now, don't get me wrong. If you end up like giving up on everything that you do, then maybe it is a good time to look a little bit inwards and think about, why is it that I always never follow through with those things? And you can have a conversation with yourself and decide if it means you've just been going after the things that haven't made you feel really good when you thought that they did, or maybe you have a hard time accepting when you don't do as well, which I totally understand that. I totally understand that, you know? I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so it can feel like kind of like a knee-jerk reaction that if you're not going to be good at something, just give up. It's like, no, I'm not good enough. I don't want to embarrass myself. I'm just going to stop. But like, if you do that with everything, then you're never going to get any better at anything at all. And you're never going to figure out if you truly do love it enough to keep doing it, even throughout the hardships. I spent a lot of time thinking about that. Like, you know, when I was trying to decide, what do I want to do? What truly makes me happy? What sort of things, you know, makes life worth living? And then I would think about the things that I like doing, you know? And then I would think about, okay, now all of those things, right? Now let me think about the worst possible thing that could happen doing any of these things. And if I thought about the worst possible thing and it was completely and utterly unbearable and I was like, no, I could never do that, then I knew that maybe it wasn't for me, right? But if I was like, you know what? I don't mind that. Then I'll give it a try. And even if I think it's going to sound like the worst thing ever, I'm like, maybe I'll just try to make sure that I would actually feel like it's the worst thing ever. You know? Because as a person, you grow and you change. So you never know. You might have more tolerance for some things than you thought you'd have. You know? Worth a try at least. Worth a try at least. I do respect and admire VTubers for all they do, basically working 24/7, even if not streaming. Yeah, a lot of streamers, a lot of online content creators are working 24/7. They quit their 9 to 5 to work 24/7 instead. Nobody becomes a good singer when they quit because people say, ew, you're bad, or even if they cringe at the sound of their own voice. In all walks of life, you have to power through the cringe until you're good. Yeah. But it's also, I think... Pardon me. I think it's also good to give yourself, like, slack too, you know? Thank you. Because, if you're truly unhappy, I don't think that, like, you should spend the time, like, keeping doing those things if it just makes you unhappy, because life is about being happy. And that doesn't mean that life should be about being perfect, right? And about always being 100% happy all the time, but you should be doing something that you don't hate every day. You hate doing it every day, that's no way to live. You know, you should want to be happy. You deserve to be happy. So, you know, sometimes it's about learning to love some things that you dislike, and then it's also about learning to let go of the things that you hate because it's not worth it for your everyday. But again, it's more complicated than that. If you hate everything, then that's another question. Therapy is helpful a lot. I really like therapy. I have a therapist and she's wonderful. She's wonderful. Therapy has changed my life for the better in so many ways, and I'm a better person and I'm a better friend because of it. So, if you're ever lost or whatnot, I think therapy can be a good option if you can find one that suits you. That's the hardest part. Finding one that suits you. Man, oh man. I got lucky. I got really lucky. If you love something when you're feeling at your worst with it and don't give up regardless, then that's how you know it. You truly love doing it. Yes, absolutely. That right there. Yes, I agree. Also, hi, I'm Monkey. Welcome in, welcome in. I think I have the opposite problem of not even being motivated into trying in the first place, even though my mind just screams at me to do it. Whoa. Yeah, sounds like something you should try. Push yourself. Do it. Even if it's scary, sometimes do it. Honestly, some of the most exciting things and the most progress you can make in your life is by doing something that's very, very, very scary. Life is about taking risks sometimes, you know? I mean, let's be honest, guys. If I didn't take a risk and, you know, debut with, you know, my previous company, I would have probably never met you guys. And that's really sad. So even though things turned out the way that they did and things weren't ideal and things were really, really hard, and I had a lot of hard days, I'm really, really grateful that I've been able to meet you, and I've been able to meet Sin and Mia, Lydia, and all of you guys, my wonderful icicles. Like, I am so grateful. I am so, so, so grateful. So, yeah. Risks are worth taking, you know? Yeah. Relentlessly pursue whatever brings you happiness, even when others think it's stupid. Yes! Momentum is built on proactive things you love. Oh. I love drawing, not because it makes me happy, but because it's so fulfilling seeing what one art piece can do. That goes for anything anyone wants to do. True, true. Yeah, studying is important. Is laughing at children falling or tripping while playing in the playground before helping them a good form of wasting time? I guess it depends on the context. My best friend is a therapist and she helped me more than anyone ever did. Helped me work through a bunch of stuff. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you've had a good experience with a therapist. And we're very happy that you did. Yeah, I'm glad that I've been able to meet you all and have this opportunity too. Me and friends have constant creativity checks so that we are forced to do things we love instead of making excuses. Ooh, that's really smart. Holding each other accountable. I love that. I love that. Perish the thought of never getting to meet you and all the other amazing girls. I know. In another universe, it could have been that way, right? I've gotten back into drawing primarily because of VTubers and people encouraging me. Sometimes you need that little push. True. True. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes when you have like that urge and like you're like, I don't know, I'm gonna say stomach, even though it's not your stomach, but I'm gonna say stomach because I feel like that's where mine comes from. That urge in your stomach where it's like, hey, do that thing. That thing you're excited about, do that thing. Yeah, go do it. Go do it. It'll be fun. And like, especially if it's creative, like, oh yeah, it's so fun. And ignoring that could sometimes lead to like, sometimes some of my biggest regrets. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I really want to do that thing. No, it's okay. No, it probably won't be good enough. No. And I'll push it off and I'll push it off. And then like, it'll reach a point to where I just have no motivation at all towards it. And I don't even want to do that thing anymore. And then it makes me really sad because it makes me wish that I would have done it, you know? So don't be like me sometimes and just do the thing. Just do the thing. Not to mention you'll be able to do the thing even better if you're super motivated and inspired too. So yeah. Hi, Damien. Welcome. Accountability buddies. Yeah. That could be nice. That could be nice. Got a tissue around here. I don't know if I do. I got the sniffles since I sneezed now. I guess it's fitting for the cold weather though. Sniffly eye, sniffly eye. How different is virtual drawing than hand drawing? Like, which is harder? Neither is harder. It all just depends on what you'd like to do and what you'd like to invest your time and your money and your effort into. Both of them have different levels of, I guess, not hardness. Different levels of, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it can be difficult. I don't even say different skill sets. It's just like they're just too different. They're just, it's like comparing an apple to an orange. Sure, they're both fruit, but like with digital, there's two different ways. There's like a screen tablet or a tablet that's just on the desk, right? And then, well, what program are you gonna use? Are you gonna use a free one or not a free one? You know, what kind of, how do you like how the certain tablet handles? You know, and then when you're doing digital stuff, maybe you want to buy a different brush set. Maybe you want to like get like these cool things to do it. Then you have to spend all your time, you know, obviously practicing and learning all that. If you do traditional, then you're going to have to invest in some physical items. So that means paper. What kind of paper do you want? What kind of, you know, are you going to use are you gonna paint? Are you gonna use markers? Are you gonna use you know, colored pencils? You know, what sort of are you gonna do? There's so many equations to it. Like there's so many choices to choose from. So you can't compare the two because they're both difficult. It just depends on whichever one you want to try or whichever one you're most inspired about, honestly. I used to do a lot of traditional art when I was younger. And then I started doing a lot more digital art just because of, well, I didn't grow up exactly well off. I was quite poor, so I couldn't always go and get like more materials and stuff unless I saved up like my, you know, a little bit of money that I had that I got from like birthdays and stuff like that, right? So, but with digital, I didn't have that, I guess, crutch, or not crutch. I didn't have that problem because I was working with what I had digitally. And since I was growing up, I didn't really have a desire to like really quickly try and make things better. I just wanted to create. So I didn't need like a bunch of stuff, you know? So it really just depends on what it is you want to do. If you have like some sort of like shop that you can visit and try out tablets, because they have those. There's actually there's a few in Japan too, which is really cool. And you can go there and you can just draw on the tablet so you can see how it feels. And if you like how it feels, then you know maybe it's worth giving it a shot. Yeah, it's just different. Both are very fun though. Traditional art doesn't need to be expensive, but it can be ridiculously expensive. Oh, absolutely. Screen tablet for me for sure. Having owned both kinds of tablets, the desk tablet always screws me up on the hand coordination. Yeah, I like a screen tablet too for the same reason. I think I like a screen tablet because I used to do so much traditional. And so I did have like a desk tablet before, but it just didn't feel the same and I didn't quite like it. I made it work, of course, but it wasn't my favorite. And then when I swapped to my very first screen tablet, after trying a friend's screen tablet, I was like, this is what I need. And screen tablets are expensive, especially depending on what it is that you want or need. But yeah. But it is fun. It is fun to try out the different mediums. I tried painting once. Let me tell you, I am not a good painter. But that is okay. That is okay. Gotta take good care of that tablet for sure, because you ain't getting another one for a while. Exactly. And you shouldn't get another one for a while because of how expensive they are. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. There are no mistakes, just happy accidents. Good old Bob Ross, huh? That's interesting for me. I used to just draw on my desk, my school notebooks, and just whatever belonged to me with whatever I had, and never went out of my way for art stuff. I also do that. Even when I was at work and I had like I don't know, they'd give us all papers with information on it. I would always draw a lot on them because I've always liked to doodle and stuff like that. But I also just like to draw like in general. And so having like an area to be able to draw and put things on and like create characters and stuff. I used to create comics and stuff too. Hi, wahaha. And so like being able to like get supplies that makes me feel good to draw was important, you know? That I think is very important. Like I like very particular kinds of pens. There's just one kind of pen. I don't think I can easily get to it right now, but there's this one kind of pen, and I really like one kind of pen, and this one kind of nib specifically makes me feel the best drawing with it. And I also have this very particular kind of mechanical pencil that I always really like a lot. I don't like to use any other ones. I only like to use this particular brand. I really like it. It's just like a cheap brand, but oh man, I just like it so much. Yeah, so that sort of stuff. I found out what I liked. I also like Copic sketch markers. I have quite a lot, but I don't use them very often, so it's kind of sad. It's like a waste. But it was like something I always wanted to have quite a bit of. So when I was able to, I bought them, but now they just kind of sit there, which is kind of sad. So I probably won't buy any more. Hopefully I can use them before they dry up, you know? Back in the day, I had a laptop with a Wacom screen built in. Oh, are you talking about like, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're talking about the Surface Pro? I think it was the Surface Pro or something like that. I think they collaborated with like Windows. Yeah. They collaborated with Windows for it. Yeah, that one was interesting. I had a friend who had it, and I had 2 friends that had it. It felt weird to draw on because it felt like I was drawing on a, I don't know, not like fabric. I don't know, it felt weird. It felt weird. I was always scared I was gonna damage the screen. It's kind of cool though. Ancient back in the day, a Toshiba convertible laptop. What the heck? Oh wow, that's actually really cool. Specific nib, was it like a well fountain? No, it's like it's not a felt pen. It's not a felt pen. Hold on, let me see if I can grab it. One second. Let's see. The specific one I like, here we go. It is this one. So the one that I like the most, that's the inking pen. It is a Micron, a Pigma Micron, and it is the PN type. The PN is like, I believe it stands for like pen, and the tip is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I like how it writes a lot. I like how it feels, and it doesn't feel like I'm gonna like break it or snap it. And it's just really good. Those are my favorites. Those are my favorites. The Pigma Micron PN. Hi IJ Games. Welcome to the stream. Got a brilliant idea. Should I draw you? If you want to, sure. You should only do things that you want to do. I love to see fan art that you guys make for me. Makes me really happy. Do you know any good screen tablets? I have a preference on screen tablets, but it's not really an affordable, option, I guess. Well, they have affordable options actually. So I'm actually a big fan of Wacom. Wacom's pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive. But I like it a lot. I started with like the Wacom Cintiq 13 HD, I think it was. Now they have a pretty comparable one, which I forget the name of it, but it's one of their cheapest ones. That's a part of their Cintiq brand, I believe. That one I like a lot. The lag is really down. It feels really good to draw on it. I like the pen. Yeah, that's one I like a lot. I've heard some good things about other brands, but I've also heard some really not good things about other brands too. So I personally cannot recommend anything else other than Wacom's just because of my experience alone and reliability with them. Now, don't get me wrong, they're expensive. You're also paying for the brand. It is a brand that's being used industry and in colleges and stuff like that. So it is inflated just like Adobe, but I do like the quality. I do like the quality. So that's the only one that I can personally recommend. I think for anything else, you'd probably be good to just like look up tutorials on, not tutorials, but reviews on YouTube and compare the different ones. And if possible, please try and go to a shop of some kind and try them out. I know that's really, really hard because I think only really big cities have stuff like that. But yeah. I wouldn't call it the same realm in drawing or even origami, but I can essentially make paper mache dinosaurs, kaiju / giant monster dragons, and all types of animals. That's really cool. Whoa. I've used a Micron pen before when I moved to Canada. They're really nice. They are really nice. I have like several different Microns. Like I have a 005. I have like the brush, the BR. And I just, they're not the same. I have like ones of all different like thickness and stuff like that, but I just like the PN ones. Those are my favorite. I have no idea what those are, but okay. I just use pencil and sometimes colored pencils. Those are fun. I like colored pencils. Got a cheap Wacom just because of Linux compatibility. I'm pretty happy with it, not gonna lie. Oh wow, you use Linux. That's so, I rarely hear of people using Linux. Adobe might be overpriced, but I keep crawling back anyways. Yeah, a lot of people do. I personally have stopped using Adobe for a while now, just because I'm not happy with their business practices, but that's okay. I use Clip Studio Paint as my favorite digital art program, so yeah. My drawing skills be lacking, but I can build models real good. Hell yeah! I've never tried building a model. You could fix cars too. That's true. But Wacoms are expensive. Yeah. I don't even know what indium is. It sounds suspicious. It sounds like it's related to mercury. A handmade birthday card to a girl I had a crush on didn't work out though. Damn, that's so thoughtful though to make a card though. Oh my god. You use Procreate on your iPad? Dude, yeah, I like Procreate a lot. That's good. It's also a one-time fee, which is nice. I'm doing my best to abandon Windows for Linux. The mandatory MS account for my PC for Windows 11 drives me up a wall. Yeah, there are downsides to it, of course. Adobe, the video photo editor app. Adobe is a company that owns a lot of different products that you can either edit videos, photos, art, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Actually, I think it is close in the periodic table. I knew it. It sounded like it. I don't know my periodic table that well, to be honest. Alas. Oh man, I was watching some old videos that I had taken of myself just the other night. And in the video, I was explaining about how I didn't know my directions from north, south, east, and west. I didn't know them. And this was like, I don't know, 7 years ago. I'm so glad I've learned since then. But I'll be honest, I only really learned like a handful of years ago. It's fine. It's fine. That's why you have compasses, right? You know? Hi, Rebel. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Pugamus. Welcome to the stream. Seems like a VTuber also requires being directionally challenged, right? Absolutely. Weast, I thought you said Weast. Oh my god, Weast. Good old Weast. Good old Weast. I'm glad my childhood was spent in the middle of nowhere where I used the sun and cardinal directions to get back home from the woods. Whoa, are you serious? If you're for real, that's fucking awesome. That's so cool. You're from the year 4000. I can't imagine compasses worked so deep underground. Well, like above ground. We had to get back to like where we were going to anyway, right? Underground? Yeah, nah. It's pretty much easy to figure out directions since we have a lake to the north. Oh, and the mountains to the west and the east. Oh, that's actually really nice to have like that is like a guideline. That's so cool. Oh man. I lived in a summer home that was lent to my parents to get on their feet in Europe, so I was pretty isolated. Whoa, that's so cool. I've only been to Europe once. I'd like to go and visit again. Though I've been to Germany. Yeah. I'd like to visit Germany again. I have a lot of friends who are from Germany and live in Germany, so yeah. Wow. This has been fun. I like being able to like spend time with you guys and just like chat about what the heck ever. I feel like, I don't know. It's great. Yeah, I have so many German friends. Yeah. You briefly went to Germany and it was pretty cool. Hell yeah. I like their small towns a lot. Zatsus are very underrated kind of stream. Yeah. I definitely need to do them more. In fact, oh yeah, that reminds me what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I've been thinking a little bit about my content. I've been thinking a little bit about my content. And I've decided that I'm probably not gonna do as much gaming streams, I think. Yeah. I think it's going to be we're gonna focus on a variety of content, actually. We're gonna focus on a variety of content, but a little less on video games. Why? For a variety of reasons. One, since I'm not able to stream like 5 days a week, really, or even like, I guess, yeah, like 5 days a week or more, usually, it means that if we start any series, it's gonna take us like 6 months to get through, you know? It's gonna take us like 6 months to get through those video games because of how long or how infrequent like I can stream. I want to stream more, but I can't. So yeah. So instead, I wanted to focus on a variety of different kinds of content as well. I want to still do more Zatsu streams, and we're still going to play video games, but we're also going to do some other stuff that I've been really looking forward to as well. Like, for example, like, obviously I want to do some like ASMR content and stuff, but also like, what's it called? Oh, what's the name? Hold on, I have it sitting over here. I had the name of it sitting over here. Oh no, did I move it? No, I had the name of the thing over there. Thought experiment. Is that what it's called? Thought experiment? Something like that. Anyway, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. And I do want to, yeah, I want to do more karaoke, absolutely, because I want to continue practicing and working on my singing skills. Yeah, so we're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. So yeah, less gaming, at least on stream, and more so a variety of content. However, I still want to, like, as you guys have seen, I did a YouTube video about Arceus. I still want to release more videos about that, about like video games that I like, and talk about it. And so in like, I guess like in a way, I'll be doing less like live streaming for video games and more so like content on video games. Yeah. I watched edited YouTube series that run for months, watched a creator do a weekly Mass Effect trilogy video for 2.5 years or something. Not sure how that works out for streamers. Yeah, well, yeah. It can be difficult to be able to focus on as much content if we're constantly doing like new series all the time, right? And if we're constantly like trying to finish like a long-running series, but then we can't start another series that we want to do because of us like already having so much, you know? Nah. So I want to make sure that we can do lots of fun stuff without feeling like we have to fit in this box, you know? This box, which actually can bring me to talking about this coming week's stream. Let me show you guys. So this coming week's stream, we have a good lots of stuff. Now I do have 5 streams on this week's stream, because we're doing our members only stream. In fact, our members only stream for this coming week is going to be more voice acting. I want to give my wonderful members over on YouTube the opportunity to request voice acting stuff. I believe we're still a month or 2 away from being able to do sub-only streams on Twitch. However, once we can do those, members only will also be Twitch subs only as well. So you can look forward to that. But yeah, so that's going to be happening on Friday. But we have a whole bunch of stuff. So we're finally doing Infinite Craft on Sunday. We're finally going to be doing that. So that's tomorrow. And then we're gonna be taking Monday and Tuesday off. Hi, iCat, and welcome. And then on Wednesday, we're gonna be doing another hand cam stream. I love peepees as well. We're gonna be unboxing some what are they called? Blind boxes. I think I got like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, I got like 5 or 6 blind boxes. So we're gonna be unboxing those and just kind of like chatting on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we're doing thought experiments. We're gonna be covering specifically a few things. We're gonna be covering what's it called? Quantum immortality, and Schrodinger's cat, and Molly's great. And then also, what was the other one? It's quantum, hold on, let me take a look. Quantum, oh my God, sorry, I'm trying to bring up my thumbnail because I have the information on there. Oh, here we go. Quantum, Mandela effect, sorry. Quantum immortality, Mandela effect, and Schrodinger's cat. So we're gonna be talking about like that sort of stuff. Yeah, Schrodinger's snowball, exactly. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about. Also, I recently learned about this crazy thing that I think I want to talk about on that day as well. We'll see if I can get enough information about it. But it has to do with it's the idea of the idea that we're all in a matrix. It's kind of crazy, but it's really interesting. Anyway, yeah, so we'll be just talking about those things and what other people have talked about and just having fun learning about these ideas that people have. And then on Saturday, we're playing some more Pokemon Arceus. Yeah. And a huge thank you to Augif. Augif is the one who created this wonderful piece of artwork that's used on our schedule. So yes, please throw them some love. But yeah, so this schedule will be going up after stream. It will be going up on YouTube and everything. And I actually have the waiting rooms already made. I was ahead of it today. So yes, we're gonna I'm gonna go put all the waiting rooms up on public right after this. So yeah, this coming week's schedule should be interesting. Yes. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. And then I might, who knows, depending on how the week goes. I have quite a busy week, but we might do some more like random streams of us just playing games or something like that. But we'll see. So yeah, I hope you guys look forward to it. There's another stream that we're gonna have in the future. It is the one that I still told you guys about that I'm still working on. It's just the icicle. Well, I guess it's like a future stream, but it's basically you guys get to design your own little icicle Sona. I tried to work on a sketch the other day and I just didn't like how it turned out, so I'm gonna remake it because I want to give you guys like a base to use to create your own icicle Sona. And then like add details to it if you want to, or you guys can completely make it from scratch. But I want to have some bases so that way for those of you who might not be interested in drawing something yourself or might not feel confident drawing something yourself, I want to give you an option to have a base to work with and like add like random funny little details like a fun hat or something. So yeah, that is still something I am going to be having for a future stream. So yeah. So even though we're not doing as many video games, in a way it's kind of I feel like it's more engaging, which I really like to be able to like engage with you guys and have a lot of fun because I really like video games and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm spending too much time playing games because I feel like I have to play games when that's just not true. I don't have to play games in order to have a good time with you guys. And if I put myself into this box, then it means that we can't do as much of like this other fun stuff. So Yeah. 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 Honestly, you going more into variety streaming than gaming streaming has enticed me even more. I'm glad. I'm glad. Also, hi, I Diabolic Tutor. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Time for more MS Paint fun. Yes, yes, please. But yeah, the Icicle Design Gallery. Exactly. That'll be the stream. It'll be so good. It'll be so good. But yeah, excited. Happy Ai makes me happy. Whatever you choose, I'm just happy to spend time with you, Ai. Right back at you. Right back at you. Hi, Ai Gundam. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like anything you do, thank you. I'm glad. You do whatever you want to do, whatever's most fun for you, and we'll be here to support and have fun with you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I mainly watch games most of the time, but I'm interested in what you'll make. Thanks. We'll still have some games content, so that's mostly what you like. It won't be going away. It won't be going away. I like that one Gardic phone drawing of the icicle with curvy feet. Yeah! That's you guys. You guys are little... You guys are little guys. You guys are little guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It's been so fun, and I've really been looking forward to like this stream in particular, like all week. I've just been really looking forward to it. I was like, I cannot wait to just hang out with like my icicles and like just chat. And I always forget how much I truly love like these streams until I'm like doing it, you know? And I'm like, holy shit. Holy shit. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just having a good time, to be honest. I'm just having a good time. It's been really fun hanging out. Chill stream. Very chill stream. So chill we can see our breath. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys have been having a good time. Thank you so much. All right, so I think that we are going to wrap up here, you guys. I think we're going to wrap up here. I had a really fun time. But we'll be back tomorrow. Yes? Yeah, here we go. Tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow. We'll be playing some Infinite Craft. And then we'll have 2 days off. And then we got a full week. Yeah. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you, Mac. Also, hi, I'm Mac. Welcome in. All right. I'm gonna send you guys off to some other people, but I want to give first off, I want to give an extra special thank you to my wonderful members and my Twitch subs, and most especially my higher tier members. If you guys don't know, you guys are Chili Billy or Up. You guys get a shout out at the end of the stream. So an extra special thank you to Kevin, Tact, and Theo. And I do apologize for not thanking you guys yesterday's stream. I realized right after I ended the stream, I was like, dang it. So a huge thank you to Kevin and Tact and Theo. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It really, really means a lot. I'm able to do what I can do thanks to you guys. So thank you. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. I'm gonna send you guys off to... here you go. I'll send you guys over to... Maeve. Who's with V and U. And then... I will send you guys over to... Onigiri on Twitch. Okay? Yeah. If you guys don't know, I have a wonderful little voice pack. It's a Valentine's Day voice pack that has a really cute wallpaper. Please check it out if you guys would like to. It'd mean a lot to me. But otherwise, make sure to leave a follow on over on Twitch. And leave a nice little like onto YouTube. We're getting really close to 1,000 followers on Twitch, and we're gonna do a Slay the Spire stream where you guys get to wreak havoc on me. So So yeah, that's gonna be happening soon. Thanks to all of your guys' support. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Voice back good, can confirm. Yay! Thank you for vouching. All right, so I'm gonna send you guys over there. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay cozy, okay, guys? Stay cozy. And as always, Aishii Ai. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye.